tonight on a deadly crash involving two Hialeah police officers. The officers survived, another driver did not. And tonight police are staying tight-lipped about what did or did not happen last night. CBS 4's Ted Scouten just spoke with a friend of the person who died. He's live tonight in Hialeah. Ted.
Well, Rudavan Rick, the man who died, is described as a beloved teacher and a man who looked after his family. Tonight, Hialeah police are telling us very little about what happened in this whole thing. What we do know is that teacher's wrecked car ended up in the middle of the road. Meanwhile, those police officers ended up plowing right into this ice cream shop. Mangled cars on Hialeah Drive at East 5th Avenue. It's a horrifying end to a deadly crash between two Hialeah police officers and Miami school teacher Orestes Amador Jr.
It sounded like an explosion. It was really, really loud. I thought like one of these huge machines had just fallen because it was so loud.
Claudia Miranda works at Charlie's Ice Cream. The crash happened in front of the shop. Then the car with the officers slammed right into the front wall.
It was just really not loud, and it was just pretty scary because it could have been a lot worse. It could have actually just came inside, and it didn't. So I'm pretty glad it didn't.
Marina Bravo, along with Amador's family and friends, are heartbroken. He was a beloved teacher at the Design and Architecture Senior High School in Miami's Design District, a man who looked after his family.
He took care of his mom, who had cancer. He took care of his father, who had Alzheimer's. He took care of his disabled sister. And he kind of has now taken a paternal role with his nieces and nephews who lost their mother, who was only 42, his sister.
There are a lot of questions about what happened and how. Police are saying very little.
We don't know. We're all questioning. I mean, was it a chase? I mean, was there... we don't know. We don't know. It's very strange. We don't know what the family were all wanting to know, you know, what happened.
Police tell us officers Ernesto Del Valle and Daniel Garcia Muniz were in the car. We are not being told what they were doing, where they were going, how the crash happened, or who was at fault. At this point, Hialeah police are calling it a traffic crash, and it remains an open and active investigation. Now, tonight, both of those police officers are out of the hospital. Meanwhile, the Miami-Dade State Attorney's Office is also kind of looking into this case, or watching over it and monitoring it. That's something that's standard when there's a death involved. Live in Hialeah, Ted Scouten, CBS 4 News Tonight.